importance of these bands getting their stuff out, like having MySpace, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it obviously helps you because Tim's got 10,000 friends on Facebook, 30,000 hits on his YouTube channel, of course, and www.timdeegan.com.
Yeah, timdeegan.com. That's where you can jump off to everything. My Twitter, my YouTube, everything. You just go to timdeegan.com and jump off from there.
And how do you feel? I mean, you're so used to dealing with these other celebrities. How do you feel about becoming a celebrity yourself, in the sense that you've got so many fans in Canada that, like, there were girls crying when they found out you wouldn't be on Much Music anymore. This one over here in the green shed a tear or two.
Well, it's weird. It's weird because, you know what? I don't think of myself that way.
Right.
But at the same time, like, I do understand in a way because, like, I think about, like, when Rick Campanelli left, I was like, what? No, Rick can't leave. He can't leave. And then I ended up trying out for Much Music a couple years later. Sorry, a couple months later. So it was pretty cool. But I mean, it's nice to know that people appreciate, like, you know, what I do. Because I mean, when I was on Much, if I was having a bad day, it was always like I'd be leaving the building, or it'd be like, you know, like walking to the park garage, and someone would be like, hey Tim, yeah, you're my favorite VJ. And I'm like, you know what I mean? That's like, it just, like, it made the whole day better. You know?
For sure.
So that's really the reason why I give it my all.
And I think a lot of the fans appreciate that, the sincerity of your good-naturedness. You know what I mean? You're always joking, you're always smiling, you're always having a good time.
Self-deprecating.
And it's sincere, you know what I mean? People don't feel like you're growling, and then as soon as the camera comes on, you cheese out with a smile, right?
No, so I never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to be two-faced and, like, jaded, and then all of a sudden the camera comes on, like, hey, you know, like, I just want to be me all the time. But you asked about, like, bands and being online. I think it's so important as well. I just want to touch back on that.
Sure.
I think it's so important for bands to be online. I think bands these days, I mean, I know some big bands made it because of online, and now it's, like, watered down, and people say it's harder now because there's so many bands online. But really, if you really, really work at it, and you really push at it, and kind of, like, you know, like, you're letting everybody hear your music, and you're spreading your own, you know, like, band around, then eventually what you got to do is, like, you can just kind of, like, release stuff. You don't even have to release stuff to, like, HMV and to, like, you can just release it yourself online on iTunes. And if you're good, you know, you can build a following, then you can make it for yourself.
And you think a lot of these newer bands are, and the bands, maybe they got one video out and they're just starting out, do you think they get a little cocky and don't really want to put the effort into that because they think they should be instant celebrities?
I've seen some like that, and I've seen some, like, so appreciative. It's funny, I've seen some that are so appreciative, and then, like, in the blink of an eye, they turn into, like, yeah, I'm a rock star. And then I've seen some that, like, they think they're a rock star from the beginning, and then they already fizzled out. But not all of them fizzle out. Some people think that they're great right from the beginning, and it sucks because sometimes you're just like, man, he's cocky, but, like, I guess he's able to be cocky because he is so damn good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what really.
Yeah, I guess if they can back it up, you know what I mean? Like, but so few can these days.
But it's like, even when they are that good, it kind of ruins it if they're cocky, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. It really does.
On like a fan base, you know what I mean?
And the image, I think image and all that is important, and it's definitely a big part of it. But I think some of these newer bands are focusing too much on the image. A lot of these songs, especially with like the emo rock that's out right now, it's such cookie cutter stuff, you know?
I think that image is a big part of it, because I mean, people like to express themselves in so many different ways, like through, like, their videos, their music, and their image. But I think that image can be a little bit,
distracting.
I'm totally cool with people dyeing their hair and stuff like that. Like, I mean, people.
And it is part of it.
Yeah, totally. But people are doing, like, the whole, like, you know, I dyed my hair red. I dyed my hair blue. Like, you know,
I had a green mohawk.
Yeah, I had all kinds of stuff, right? But I mean, like, nowadays it seems like it's not so much being, like, wild that way. It's like, I guess it's like turned into the whole, like, everyone's got the bangs in the face, straight iron.
It's all fabricated.
Black, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Everybody's got the long Justin Bieber going on, you know, with and it seems though the
V-neck shirt.
Yeah, with the little gold or silver chain. It's almost done perfectly. It's almost like they got a template, you know.
But I'm not knocking it though, because
because if it works for them. But I think even when you got all these bands in the same template, the ones that do have the talent and the other elements besides the image will rise above, you know, these bands that all look the same in the pile, you know. Certain ones will rise above.
You gotta have more than just a look.
Yeah, you gotta be able to back it up.
That's right.
Right on. There's a couple other questions I wanted to ask you. What's What about the future, like with Much Music? Was it one of those things? People are dying to know because you've been really elusive about what's going on, and I respect that because, like you said, future hookups with Much Music, maybe some projects in the future.
If the right project came along,
Yep.
for me and Much Music to work together, then yeah, I would totally be down with that. I mean, like, they're still my family.
Yeah, and you guys left on amicable terms. It wasn't.
It wasn't like it's just like leaving high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you're saying like screw you teachers, and the teachers would be like, I'm so glad you're done.
And it's 4 years too, so it's a good analogy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like leaving high school. Like the people that you've seen in the halls, the people that you know, and like the friends that you've made. But like everything has like a beginning and an end. Like and so it's just turning of a page.
And do you feel like it's one of those things that if you continue on and on and on, it's like doing the 5th and 6th sequel to a movie. You feel like you're kind of kicking the horse.
I don't want to be like American Pie Bandcamp,
Yeah.
like Beta House and all. I mean,
all the bands are coming over to your house for dinner. You guys are just too close now.
Land Before Time 17, like it's, yeah.
Well, you know what, man? It's been a pleasure talking to you. Right here, Richmond and John Street, hanging out chapters with Tim Deegan for LiveMusicTO.
Can I say one more thing?
Oh, you can say as much as you want, man.
Chasing Amy. Watch for them. They're gonna be. I'm working with them lately. I've been working with them for a long time, but
Right.
I think that their time to strike is gonna be soon. So
And I've heard
Chasing
good
Amy.
things about these guys.
They're really good. They're really fun, energetic.
Oh, for sure. And that's what I like. A lot of these bands are so accommodating too. They're
Oh, yeah.
whoever I call up, they're throwing me tickets. They want to come over to my house. And they're like, yeah, let's get drunk. We'll do it all. But so I'm having a good time doing it.
It's almost like there's more. I find with with the indie scene and like with punk rock and all that stuff. Like I find there's a lot more camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's not as competitive anymore. It's not like, oh, that band sucks, we should be doing that.
Yeah.
It's more like, that's really cool, and like everyone's being friends. It's kind of like I find the same thing with YouTube too.
Yeah.
Since I've been putting up some of these vlogs just for fun and stuff.
Yep.
There's been a lot of people out there that have just been like supporting it, and so I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like that, it's kind of
It's
like
another episode in the day in the life of Tim Deegan.
it's
man.
kinda like-
They're pretty cool, actually. I checked a few of them out. So
Cool, thanks.
yeah. Oh no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it coming. It's fun. I like doing it. So.
And a lot of the people that enjoy your personality and like seeing you on TV and stuff, at least it's giving them that little bit of filler until we can get you back on there.
Exactly. It's just like in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm not gone anywhere. Here I am, and this is what I'm doing right for this second, and we'll see you soon.
Cool.
All right, so once again, man, Tim Deegan, thanks so much for coming out, man. Really appreciate your time. And this is Billy Gavel in the trenches for LiveMusicTO, hanging out with Tim Deegan and the Toxic Twins. And we'll look forward to seeing you real soon, man.
Cool.
Okay, cheers.
Yeah.